Can you hear me now? Beautiful. So we're on the stream. So this is the Android 16 QPR1. Oh my god. They did something with the font for sure. Like the font seems more richer. I want to check out the stream. It's always very nice and handy to keep this on. Always nice. We are set up and ready to go. It's shrunken a little bit. Oh, this seems to break. And the new beta, but I'm not going to use the new beta until I gather a bunch of people. And we have one viewer, which is interesting. But anyway, so I pulled up the Android Authority webpage, which talks about the new beta, and I haven't scrolled down yet. It's a very like secret thing for me to test out the new betas. Every year it's been delightful, and I love this experience, and I want to share it with the people. But people who are here to appreciate me. And I would love to say hi. I'm here to make friends. I'm here to network. I'm here to gather insight. And I always like making new friends because they have very interesting insights. So I'm not jumping into my phone yet. My girlfriend's gonna be so mad. But if my mom's watching right now, I don't mean that. So anyway, so this is the Android Authority webpage. I'm sorry, just wanna yeah. So the revamped Pixel wallpaper app is something that's it's always been a part of the experience for me, and like the wallpaper is what sets the tone usually, and I really like the fact that they give us so much control over it, especially over the theme because I really like a playful phone. I think for myself like as a playful person. I'm sorry for stuttering. I don't like right now. I'm in my room streaming by myself, talking to myself. So it's a little confusing, but it would be very nice for people to like say hi so that I can say hi back. If it's someone I recognize, I'm sorry that you had to see it this way. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna wait for a second before a few people gather and I'm gonna play on my phone for that much time. Ooh, is the noise it makes when we turn off and on the phone. I don't think you guys can hear it, but here's an attempt. Oh, yeah. It's like a chirping bird, but not really. It's more like you snapping your lip. Let me turn up cursor until then. App theme. Yep, 4.0 Pro. There's newer wallpapers, and scrolling across the app just seems so nice. And like, I'm in the wallpaper app right now, and like, it's immersive. Like, as in, it's a lot livelier than it used to be. Like, I'm not used to it being this lively. Everything's so bouncy and nice. And I don't know if they made improvements to the keyboard, but the keyboard definitely like seems more smoother. I don't know if it's an Android thing or like just the app thing. It could have been an all-round upgrade, and the phone app seems pretty similar to the previous version, and I don't find it stimulating. Not as stimulating, at least, because let's face it, it's just a phone app. But it's fun. It is fun now. I mean, I've been waiting for a refresh on Android for a while, and it's been painful sometimes to like be on Android and like you know not have these features because these are nice. It gives me a new reason to look at my phone in the morning. It definitely feels more alive. I'd love to say alive because it's nice. It's a very lively thing to see, and the always on display is cute. It's very cute. So I really don't see the style option, but I think that's hidden away in the settings. Font size is not what I'm looking for, but like I thought that they'd have more control over the, but we do have control over how dense and thick the theme looks for certain themes. Just for one, just for one theme, it's a lot more denser, and it's interesting. I don't get all the analytics on here right now. Color, we have a varied color set. I think I need to change the theme and apply it system wide color per se. But then it's a very interesting thing to explore because I think that it has potential. Style, color, and size. Wow, it's all blue now. So I choose the blue purple combination on my phone. I wish I could go live with my screen. I don't think that's possible. Live orientation, no, I don't think it's possible. But then it's a very interesting upgrade, and it's system round, by the way. And like, I really like what they're doing with apps too. Like, when I go into the camera, everything automatically shifted to the blue theme. And oh, on my overview, like when I turn on an app, example, I'm on Spotify right now, and I see a small like pill on the side, the top left side, and I see options like app info and pause, screenshot, select, but like tucked to the corner to the left. And it's nice, it's encouraging. And the Play Store still hasn't gotten any significant upgrades. But like I'm gonna check for updates. So just so that I'm not missing anything. Nothing as of now. And the Recorder app is also beautifully drizzled with my new theme. ChatGPT. It's great. Let's check out the Google apps one by one. So the first app I'd like to check out is the calendar. and it did sync up with the theme, and it's very nice. It's all very comfortably colored to my theme. The clock app is also interesting. So my theme right now is purple and blue. I mean, it's a hint of pink in there. It's mostly dominated by pink. And even the contacts app is just so pretty to look at. I think it's just the combinations of my wallpaper that brought this. But like, yeah. And the Notes app as well. Oh my god. The Notes app hasn't looked different in years. The Notes app hasn't looked different in years. The Gmail app is comfortable. It invites you into the app. See, I appreciate technology. I don't mean to seem like I'm, kissing Google's butt. But then they go ahead and drop this. It's pretty encouraging to know that like I've invested in a nice phone. But like it's not system wide. I'm noticing it right now. There are deeper settings within the app that haven't been upgraded yet, which is which is understandable. It's still the beta version, and doesn't have to be. And even the skeleton loaders. For those of you who don't know what the skeleton loaders are, they're basically like the loading icon, but like for text. Like when they're like glazing slowly. YouTube Studio still hasn't gotten it. Then maybe it's just the upgrades that they haven't pushed, for which I understand. It's a lot. It's a different experience altogether, and I'm on. I'm trying Google search. Nope, it's not on Google search either. I mean, I would have loved it. I'd love for it to be on Google search too, because let's face it, Google search is a place I like visit pretty often, and pretty disappointing. Know that like it's not there. But then everything else looks pretty good. There's blurs in the animation. Everything's like so much more inviting. I think blur is great because it helps you narrow in on like what's important. And like it's the same with our eyes, right? Like the depth of field that we can achieve with our eyes, the isolation. It's incredible. Oh my god. And even the messages app looks great. There are a few more upgrades in the notifications itself, and it's phenomenal. My phone does feel like it's my phone does feel like it's a little like warmer, but that could just mean that the upgrade just happened and it's finalizing the upgrade. So the Google Photos app as well, it's applied here. Maybe if I restart my phone, it would like give me a better version of it. Hmm, interesting. Colors. Colors do look great on the newer version. I mean, I'm more encouraged to try out you know, this is the light mode. I've never gone on the light mode. It's just crazy to believe that like Android has come so far, or anything that is virtual that has come so far. Technology has evolved at a very fast pace. I mean, I'd say this every year, honestly. But then it's nice to understand that they're doing few things right. I mean, nobody can get everything right, but it's it's great. Let me see if my
It's
audio.
nice to understand
Okay,
that they're doing
let
few
me
things
try.
right. I mean, nobody can get everything right.
Yeah. So I'm testing out the. hardware from the NVIDIA broadcast. It's this new software that works on the line from or it does seem a little distant. Yeah. So I'm testing out the hardware from the NVIDIA broadcast. It's this new software that works on the line from it does seem a little distant. But then I think it's because it's like trying to isolate on the voice that's in the video too. So I think that's okay. I hope you guys can hear me well right now. So yeah, so like I welcome everybody that's here. And this is my second episode that I've gone live. I was just talking about Android and like how far it's come. And like technology has evolved for sure. But then like I would say this every year, but like there's like uh this year's come the furthest for obvious reasons. It's a very empty argument. But then I stand by it and I'd say every single year. So I was just reviewing the Android experience. I'm on the new beta right now. I have the Google Pixel 9 Pro, and like I just opened up my phone. I just updated it to the newest beta version that just came out, which is incredible. As in, like it's a new version of Android. I was pretty tired of the older versions of Android just getting smaller updates, but then it's the biggest overall since, and like it's more inviting to look at my stats because like it's nice. It's a very notification bar itself. Even before I open it up, it has a very playful 5G button. It's not a button, but like an indicator. It's like my signal information, and my battery icons definitely changed, and it gives me more just like insight. It was more like the battery just stood up in a very weird way. I was just getting tired of it. It had sharp corners, barely rounded, but right now it's rounded and it's nice. It's comfortably rounded, and I think we're transitioning to a very nice phase of rounded UI, which is great. By the way, my name is Sham Sindhya, and I used to do YouTube before, but then I stopped because of so many reasons. Uh, Let me listen to the audio sound. Yeah, so like I welcome everybody of Android experience. I'm on the new beta right now. I have the Google Pixel. Oh my god, that did sound annoying. That sounded alright, which was great. By the way, my name is Sam Sindhya, and I used to really love close over the microphone that I stopped because of so many reasons. Wow. Let me listen to the audio sound. Yeah, so like I welcome everybody. Android experience. I'm on the new beta right now. I have the Google Pixel. Oh my god, that did sound annoying. That sounded alright. Which is, yeah, but like that was just a test. For those of you, if you were around, I'm sorry that you guys had to hear that because I did not want to sound like that. Nobody does like to sound like that. But then I think I should talk more loudly because I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast right now, and it's been nice. Like I did like face a little bit of like glitches early on, but then right now it just sounds nice. Hopefully on your end. I just tested it out like minutes ago, and it's been interesting. So Android beta, if we were to return to it, it's been kind of a revelation to me. Whereas, like like in the context of development, so Android all these years it just made smaller upgrades, like incrementally. Like it did switch few things up. It did add newer positions for things, but then this year I think it went its furthest when the newest beta came out like a couple of like less than an hour ago. I use on my phone. I'm in India right now. So for the first time when I turned it on, I was invited by like a lot of what is the sweet spot? But right now I'm trying to use the pro version of Cursor and Gemini 2.4 in collaboration with it. So, I mean, I just wanted to ask you to get context of my code base first. So I do take in song requests, and I would love to listen to what music you guys would be listening to as well. So anyway, any song requests, and I would play it. So like there was a lot of interesting things that just dropped in the Google I/O about Gemini and its coding capabilities, and I really like I've been using like Claude 3.5, and it's been amazing. I love Claude, and it understands me. It does what I want to do, but then it doesn't really like sometimes it makes a lot of errors. So I want to see if this version makes sense for me to use on here. Right. So I'm gonna start a server, local server. And GPUs and everything. Yeah. So I hope it's not laggy on the other end. Yeah, I hope it sounds better. I'm trying to get the sound right, so bear with me until I calibrate because I'm still trying to figure out the most optimal way to do this. I don't have any fancy equipment to record. I'm just working off of the extension that came with my laptop. Oh, there it goes. We started loading up the previous version. I'm a great prompter. I know that, but then sometimes it does get the better of me. But 2.5 is really fast. So I vibe code a lot, and I'm not ashamed of it. I feel like it's like being GAY, and I like it. It's very subtle. I mean, the fact that it can like do it really fast is a very big deal for me because I really appreciate speed when I'm coding because it helps me think faster. And obviously, I would love to, like make sure that I don't get overwhelmed by it. So right now, it's asking me. So I ask it for like a diagnosis of improvements just for the sake of understanding the health of my code base, which I know is not very good because I don't know, my code base is always like it's always been before the deployment I usually clean it up, but then up until then it's just haywire. So let me just understand this. So I'd love to do it free of cost if that's an option. So but like it's nice that Gemini is able to help me do it. It even understood my code base, which is interesting. It's giving me more context. Like I do understand more. Claude's summaries, I think they kind of want to please me, but like I think Gemini is very creative, like with the way it conveys information. So it's always nice to know. Yeah, I'd like to know this information. It's getting a little loud. I mean, it's great for forensics. Like the health of my code base is definitely could use improvement. So it's nice to see that it's giving me a lot of insight. Right.